All right, it's Black Friday, the unofficial start of the holiday shopping season, and millions of people are trying to snag some deals. The National Retail Federation says more than 183 million Americans are expected to shop either in-store and online between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. Now, that's up from 182 million last year. Joining us now to help you capitalize on some deals is Adam Davis. He's the managing director of Wells Fargo Retail Finance. Adam, thanks so much for joining us. Now, here's a big question that everybody has on their mind, which is, when is the best time to shop if you want a good deal? Today or Cyber Monday?
It's a great question. I mean, you're going to see promotions throughout the entire weekend. And given that this year is a shorter selling season than usual, the time period between Thanksgiving and Christmas, the promotions are going to bleed into most of December.
Now, big picture here, what advice would you give to shoppers looking to save this year?
Yeah, so do your homework, price shop, set a budget. Also, look at loyalty programs. There's a lot of perks that are associated with those loyalty programs, whether that's early access to discounts, free shipping, free returns, potentially incremental discounts such that you can stack the discounts. We've seen a few of those that came out today, as well as, point systems. So the loyalty programs are huge. And then just be aware of shipping deadlines if you're cutting it a little close.
Now, Adam, a lot of retailers rely on the holiday shopping season. How strong are sales expected to be this year?
Yeah, so as you've seen with NRF and some of the other projections, this year will be up year over year, but on average, it's going to be less than we have seen historically. And so, the consumer is under a lot of pressure. And so what we've seen and will continue to see is the consumers are looking for bargains and trying to stretch their dollars as far as they possibly can. And so I think this season, you'll see the retailers continue to be promotional. They tried to do as much as they could and pull sales forward into October, November, and that's why you saw a number of promotions, even Black Friday promotions the entire week. And so again, that's going to kind of bleed into the next few weeks. And this year is just a little unique because of how the calendar fell. It's just a much shorter period between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So when you look at it, it's truly crunch time. There's only 25 days left, or shopping days left, before Christmas.
Well, Adam, a lot of us remember the days where Black Friday meant people lining up at 4 a.m., banging on the doors of a Best Buy. That is no longer the case. Does Black Friday still have the same significance it once did?
It does. I mean, there's always going to be those kind of doorbuster deals, and people kind of enjoy the chaos. But what I would say is it's become, with the digital age, the lines have kind of blurred a little bit. And so I wouldn't say Black Friday has become watered down, because it's still critical for retailers. And when you kind of think of the consumers, a number of them don't, including myself. We don't typically start shopping until really this period. You want to get back to school behind you. You want Thanksgiving behind you. And so this is really kind of the turning point. Black Friday is still super critical, but we're kind of in crunch time for retailers.
All right, Adam Davis, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we've got an alert for Black Friday shoppers about an online shopping scam that's pretty hard to spot. A new threat intelligence report suggests that Chinese hackers have created websites nearly identical to popular brands like North Face, Wayfair, LL Bean, and others. They drive shoppers there with fake emails advertising deep discounts, and even used a legitimate payment processor to make the transactions seem real. But in reality, they're stealing people's information. Experts advise online shoppers to stay alert and act fast if you think you've been scammed.